Today I'm fishing with a great mate of mine who actually lives here. He has a lawn mowing business, but he spends a lot of time fishing. I've fished with him plenty of times all around the world, Fiji, places like that, but he said, Lee, get your butt up here. It's time for us to go fishing. He reckons he's got some pretty special stuff in store for us today. So we'll pick George Trinkler up and get out to where the fish are. Hey George, how are you, mate?
Morning, Lee. How you doing?
Good to see you. Jump in.
Thanks, mate. Like the new rig.
Yeah, it does the job. The pressure's all on you today, mate.
Too easy, mate. You know, I love it.
That's it. What's the plan, Marlon?
No, today we might try the Longtail Tuna.
Awesome.
Yeah, something different.
Yeah.
Been a few about. Probably every chance of catching a marlin while you do it, maybe cobia or something like that, but mostly longtails, I think.
Okay. And that is the beauty of this part of the world. Well, every time we hear about Port Stephens and we talk about it, it's marlin, but if you have a day off, this is the sort of stuff you're doing, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, for sure, mate. You get over the marlin fishing.
Oh, yeah. Really. Let's go. Right, George, so where are we? What are we doing? Most of the tuna fishing I'm used to, mate, you can't even see land.
Deep water stuff. Well, we're in about probably 10 metres of water.
Yep.
On a rocky headland, just at the end of a beach.
Okay.
What tends to happen here with the longtails, they come down along this beach here,
Yep.
reach the corner and come out around the headland and hopefully come across one of our baits, mate.
Beautiful. And what, just a couple of live baits out the back, very simple sort of fishing.
Yeah, real simple, mate.
Nice. And
Two live yakkers on bobby corks.
I like it.
Kick back and relax.
What's the sort of size fish you're expecting here?
The average size, probably 15 kilos for the
Yep.
longtails. Get them up to probably 25. It's a
Okay.
big, 25 is a big one here.
Yeah. Nice. And unlike you, these things go like cut cats, so
Great fun.
fingers crossed.
That's it. Bring it on.
So we're waiting for a bite and George is tending to the live baits that are out. I'm just continuing to catch more live bait because there's heaps here at the moment, but there's every chance they'll just disappear all of a sudden, and if you don't have enough, you run out and there's the end of your fishing session. So I'll just keep loading up till I got 20 or 30 in the tank. Well, George,
Yeah, got him, mate.
get the anchor up. That'd be a long-tail tuna run. Taking a bit still, or?
Yeah, he's just creeping off.
Well, that anchor's pretty short now, so it won't take much to get it up. Now this is relaxing fishing.
Geez, you feel everything through the braid,
Don't
you?
you?
With them. Going the right way for now.
Yeah. I'll get this out the way, we'll go get him. Make sure we get this fish. George worked on the theory that there was a couple of boats here, and with those fish coming from north to south, us being on the most northern point, they get to us first, so it worked.
Big splash on the surface back there, mate. I don't know what it is. That's our fish, though.
You still taking mine?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I'm down on the mono now.
Oh, okay. Whoops.
You didn't tell me it was backed up.
Well, that's 200 metres of braid out there at least.
Okay, we best get after him then, eh? Thanks for the warning about
Yeah.
the join in the line,
Yeah,
mate.
sorry. Hey, George, there's a join in there.
Thanks, buddy. You're all over it.
We don't have fish that run that far in Victoria.
Yeah, I'd like to get the braid back on. That'd be good.
Yeah, make you feel a bit healthier.
So what are you saying? 200 metres once I get back to the braid.
Just tell me to slow down, mate. Oh, there we go.
Righto. Back up with the drag.
The reason that I've got mono on that reel is because to fill it up completely, it holds about 500 metres of braid, and down home we just never need that much. And even here there's 200 metres. of braid on that reel. But this tuna thinks that he's a wahoo and he just keeps doing these huge long runs. And I don't really want to get the mono off the reel because it's just not as tough as that braid. So, George, I might just spin around and chase him forwards.
Yeah, good idea, mate. I'll come back on your side. Well, it's a lovely morning for a...
I'll say. That's what he thinks of it.
All winding. Oh man, that line's just straight into the sun on the horizon there. Go a bit harder, Lee, please.
Harder?
Yep.
These guys just sort of an autumn time fish, mate?
Yeah, April's one of the better months for them. We start catching them in about February.
Yep.
Right through till June.
Okay.
But April's always been my favourite time.
Yep.
Love these beautiful autumn mornings.
Yeah, it's nice.
And you tend to get that nice spell of weather this time of year.
Yep.
These are a nice little reel, Lee.
Yeah, they're a good little thing, mate. Little high speed job.
Quite smooth. Ideal for this kind of thing.
Yeah. And you can clearly see that this fish has taken us quite away from where we first hooked up at those boats over there.
Good idea to pull the anchor up and go after him, man. Thanks, mate. Thank you. No shortcuts with him, you just got to try and tire him down a bit. He's definitely getting slower. Can't believe how far we've chased him.
I reckon you've been in a bit of trouble if you're land-based, George.
Yeah. The boys on the Stones, they have a fair bit of fun with him.
They do.
They need lots of line. Remember in the early days as a kid fishing off Tomaree for him, off the heads in here with boats trolling underneath our line while we're fighting fish.
You got that much line out.
Oh mate, he's a nice fish, have a look at him. So what's the plan, straight in through the door?
I reckon.
Righto, nice and slow there mate, he's still pretty close here. He's up high there now, righto. See if you can get in there now.
That's a big longtail, George. Now that is a longtail tuna. Well done, George.
Nice work, mate.
That thing fought way too long, way too hard for a fish of that
you
size.
kidding?
That is a
I was
hooter.
expecting 100-pounder.
I know. But I tell you what, in longtail tuna terms, it's still a big fish, mate.
Yeah, he's a nice one, mate.
That is awesome, dude.
What do you reckon, 20 kilos?
Gotta be. Gotta be. Such a big, long body, big tail.
See what they call them, a longtail as compared to your southern bluefin.
Yeah, definitely.
You Mexicans are famous for.
Ours are short and fat, these are long and lean.
Really long in the tail
Yeah,
end.
and different again to the northern bluefin tuna you catch up at Cape York. These guys grow much bigger and they're much tougher. Well done, mate.
Thanks, mate. Bag's not on to the next one.
Yeah, okay. George is just motoring us back to the spot, bled the fish, and I've got to retie the hook on. So many forms of fishing that we do are so complicated or detailed and stuff. This is really basic fishing. You're anchoring up off a little headland halfway along a beach, a couple of live baits. I've got the little Andros, 20-pound rainbow braid, and just my 6 to 8 kilo Imperium overhead stick. 50-pound Black Magic tough trace on a torpedo float. Just a nice slimline float like this. The bait can sort of drag it around, but when the tuna eats it, it's very easy for him to pull it under the water. That little bead there stops up on the leader knot where the braid joins the mono. The leader's about, 3 meters long. As I said, the 50-pound leader straight down to a 50 KS hook. A nice little sharp black hook that we're going to put into the back of the bait, tied on like this. It really is just a simple form of fishing that is so effective. There we go, tied on. Not trimmed, everything checked because you don't want anything to go wrong. That sits down onto there and we are ready to put another bait out in about 1 minute.
Well, hey, Lee, you got one ready there, mate?
Send one out. Going the right way too, George.
Yeah, that's good. I'm not going to do anything to start with.
No, you're right, mate. I've got heaps of line.
Obviously, right on the tide change now.
Yeah.
Could be the start of the bite, so we'll just sit here for a bit.
Oh, what? No, he's still there. Coming back towards me. Got a lot of line out here, but luckily this guy took the biggest reel that we've got out, or the one with the most line anyway. It's got 10 kilo mono on this. About 500 metres of it, so fingers crossed.
That's not a bad first run, Lee.
He just keeps crawling the line up. I know I got a lot of line on here, George, but...
How much?
Well,
you're going to need,
it's 500 metres, but we did end up a kilometre away when we got your one.
Yeah, well, that one we caught earlier, we did have to go chase it. I don't know, stick it out for a bit longer, mate, or do you want to go after him? What's he going to do? Will he stop?
I've got 500 metres of line here, but I reckon I've lost 300.
Go around the front, mate, if you can. Got about half a mile of line out there.
George was just asking those guys if they can pass around the front of us rather than around the back, just because we've got so much line out. The only other thing they could do is come right in under us and I can hold the rod up. But we've got other lines out here because the whole idea is we're going for the double hookup. And hopefully...
Has he got the nerve to stick it out?
Yeah, that's it. and you'll hold out as long as you can, but then you'll get to the point where you go, quick.
Takes some balls to stay and play.
Yeah.
How much more you got there? That's just pointing to the horizon, mate. I cannot even see where that line touches the water.
Looks like it's about to go over that hill.
Yeah. He's going to get up on the island of Broughton.
He's waving at us. Mate, I reckon I'm starting to get low here.
So what, you'd like me to hurry up, mate, would you?
Yeah. I really don't want to go because we don't want to lose the spot. We're sort of on a prime point. But I don't have a lot of line left, so I don't have a lot of options. Yeah, he's really smoking now. Yeah, I'm losing line big time now, George. We should get to the point now where we start going backwards, hopefully a little bit quicker than he's going forwards, and we start to win, like this. This is the first wind of line that I've got back since the fish ate the bait.
Still can't see where it hits the water, man. You got some line out there.
I think he hit the island and he's had to turn one way to go around it. I don't want to pull too much drag on him because I've got a lot of stretch here, but...
What are you at, 15 kilo? 10 kilo?
It's 15, but it's nice thin. 15.
I'm going too fast for you to whine, mate. Just tell someone that cares.
Thanks. This is George's payback. Just slow down a sec, George. This is George's payback for some big wahoo that I've dodged when we've been fishing Fiji, when the rod screams off and I just don't touch it. You notice we're just trying to fight this fish out of one side of the boat, the side that George is driving from, because he can see what's going on much better than if it's out the other side. And also, obviously, we've got the door on this side, so it's a bit easier, but that's a big thing. Keeping your fish out of one corner of the boat will make life a lot easier in the end. And there's a lot of things you can do to beat fish, isn't there, George?
He circles it clockwise, so I keep trying to pull the boat back anti-clockwise and break the pattern. Can shorten your fighting time, which means we get back in there and get some more.
But even things like you taught me on the marlin, like you'll change the direction of the boat to drag the leader over their face and make them do different stuff. Well, he's not a bad fish.
Always changing the ankles, Lee.
He'll do. He will do.
There you go, mate.
Nice one, George. Woo-hoo. Not as big as yours, but I'm still happy with that. Thanks, mate.
Buddy.
Thank you.
Nice
that
work.
is awesome. I'm going to cut that hook off real quick. Get a quick picture of this guy because I want to send this fella back. That is an awesome longtail tuna. Oh man, that makes a long, long drive from Melbourne. Well worth it, let me tell you. And to catch them on light gear like this is just awesome. Alrighty, George, you want to just spear him back and we'll get back in there?
Yeah, mate, let's run in and get back on the spot, dude.
This guy is too good. He's off. Thanks, George.
Righto, hang on.
That's awesome. Just got a nice sized slimy mackerel, and it's really important that you always have the right sized hook. I had a little 5.0 KS on this rig because quite simply it was the perfect size for the little yakkers we've had swimming around. The slimy's bigger, so I'm just going to go now to a 6.0 KS. The thing I love, it's not a short shank, it's not a long shank, it's a nice medium in between. It's got that slight offset in the tip. So when you place that into the back of the bait, as it lays back like that, that tip sits up. And when the tuna eats it head first, the hook is in the perfect position. They're very strong too for their size, so you're never going to straighten one. Even as a big tuna hook for catching yellowfin and stuff, that's ideal. Got him?
Yep.
Where's he going? Where's he going? Saw that. That was cool. George just feeding that livey out by hand. I'll get these out of the way. And I just saw it snap out of his fingers. What are you thinking, mate?
Got him on.
Going the right way though, or?
Yeah, he's going the right way. I'm a bit worried about these guys out here. See how he's angling towards these guys? I'm going to get him on his anchor rope there.
Chase him?
Yeah, we're going to have to, mate. He's going to finish up on that guy's anchor rope.
A few tense moments, a bit of stuff happening here, but we'll get it sorted. And it was a bit easier last fish round because we didn't have other boats around us, but a few guys have moved in. But anyway, we'll work around it. We'll get him. That was more like yellowfin tuna fishing. George, seeing that guy crack that line out of your hands then?
Yeah, it's a good bite. Couldn't resist grabbing that one.
No, that's good, mate.
I don't think he's as big as that last one, mate.
It's quite a sight. It shows just how good these longtail tuna really are. That's Viking 2 over there, Bill Bilson's boat, one of the #1 marlin boats in the country, but they still find time to come in and chase such a great sports fish like longtail tuna. Which way, George?
Head out towards these guys, mate, please.
Try and cut him off.
Come around in front of him, mate. Let's get active on him. Make him work. Keep changing the angle, mate. Oh yeah, he's not bad.
Is he all right?
Yeah. Round to your left, buddy.
This is awesome. George is on 2 for the day. I don't think I've ever seen you do so much fishing, George.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to be doing the rest of the day, mate. A nice afternoon session, sitting in the driver's seat. You got to hand it to the guys that chase them on 6 kilo on that, mate. They spend hours on a fish like this. There you go, we busted him then, I think. Busted him then. Well, that's the leader, mate. I can't do anything there. Let's get a lot closer there now, Lee.
Sweet, that's what we want. Nice fish, George. I tell you what, that fight went and went and went, but at the end, when this fish was done, that last minute or two, he just
Nice work.
really clapped out. Mate, that is a beautiful fish.
That is a good fish, mate, isn't it?
Look at that. Just too good, and you can see there where the leader's been just rubbing over his face, annoying him a little bit.
You can see the different angles, mate. It's come down here, it's come down there. We've tried everything.
Look, at the end of the day, George, people say, oh, you've rubbed the line all over the fish, but we've also done this for the fish's sake.
The quicker you can catch him, the better you can let him go.
Exactly. That is an absolutely beautiful longtail tuna, and George, I can't thank you enough, mate, because
Thank you, mate. It's been a good morning. It's been a great morning, hasn't it?
it sure has. Mate, I'll let you shoot him back, because that is what fishing on the North Coast is all about. It's not just marlin.
It's all good fun.
Well done, mate.
Thanks, mate. See ya, buddy.
Woohoo!